Hi, this is Miss Zaleski. I'm giving you a quick introduction to polynomial long division. I know we're moving pretty quickly in this unit, and this is something that can take a little bit of time to wrap your arms around. So I wanted to expose you to it a couple of days early so you have some time to work with it. So the first thing I want to show you about this is it's written using the long division symbols just like you saw way back in the 5th grade, and really it works pretty much the same way. So I've got my highlighter here, and I'm going to highlight this x and this x squared, and that's what I want you to look at right now. And the issue is looking at that x, what would I need to multiply it by to get x squared? So what I've picked out is the first term in x plus 2 and the first term in x squared plus 6x plus 10. And would you agree I need to multiply the x by another x to get x squared? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write that x up here on top. And now what I'm going to do with it is I'm going to multiply the x times the x plus 2, and I'm going to do it using distribution. So would you agree x times x is going to give us x squared right here, and x times 2 gives us 2x right here. Now this next step you don't want to miss, because usually when you're doing long division, if you can remember that far back, you would do some subtraction. However, subtracting with monomials gets to be kind of a pain. So what we're going to do instead is change the signs and add. So this sign I'm going to change to a minus, and this sign I'm going to change to a minus. And now I'm going to add. Now, if you've done this correctly, your leftmost column will always cancel out. And what I have left here is 4x minus 10. Now, at this point, what I want to look to is that same x, and this time I am looking at, didn't have my highlighter going, the 4x. And I want to ask myself, what do I need to multiply that x by to get 4x? And the answer clearly would be 4. So what I'm going to do is positive 4, so I'm going to write, whoops, let's change to blue here, plus 4 up here at the top. And now what I'm going to do is take that 4, and I'm going to multiply it by the x plus 2 using distribution. So 4 times x is going to give me 4x, and the 4 times the 2 is going to give me 8. Both are positive. Now remember, at this point what you want to do is change both of your signs, and now we're going to add. And of course, like I mentioned before, as long as you've done it correctly, your first column is always going to cancel out. And then I have negative 18. And this is my remainder. And if you get 0 as your remainder, it means you really don't have a remainder. But we do have one in this case. So here's your answer to the entire problem. You're going to go back up to the top here, and you're going to take your x plus 4. And I've got a remainder of negative 18. So I'm going to subtract not 18, but 18 over the x plus 2 that I was dividing by in the first place. Let's take a look at another problem. So once again, let's go and figure out what we've got to look at. I'm looking at this x right here and this x cubed. And what do I need to multiply that x by to get x cubed? And the answer is x squared. So I'm going to go up here above my problem, and I'm going to write in my x squared. Now I'm going to multiply that x squared times the x minus 2 using distribution. So x squared times x gives me x to the 3rd power, and x squared times negative 2 gives me minus 2x squared. Now remember what we have to do? We have to change our signs. So this is positive, changing it to a negative. This is negative, change it to a positive. And now of course we're going to add. And if you've done everything correctly, that first column is going to cancel out. So negative 5x squared, positive 2x squared gives you negative 3x squared. And let's bring down another term. So I'm going to bring down that 4x. At this point, I am now going to look at my x, And instead of looking at x to the third, I am looking right here at negative 3x squared. And what do I need to multiply x by to get negative 3x squared? And the answer to that is going to be negative 3x. So I'm going to write that up here at the top. And now I'm going to multiply negative 3x times x minus 2 using distribution. So take that negative 3x, multiply it by x, and I'm going to get negative 3x squared. Negative 3x times negative 2 is plus 6x. But don't forget, we've got to change our signs. So this is negative, change to a plus. This is positive, change this to a minus. And now your first column is going to cancel out, and 4x minus 6x gives us negative 2x. Go ahead and bring down that last term of minus 2. So now, what do I need to multiply x by to get negative 2x? And that would be negative 2. So up here at the top, minus 2. Go ahead and multiply the negative 2 times, don't forget, the x minus 2 using distribution, and we're going to put that answer right here. So negative 2 times x is negative 2x, and negative 2 times negative 2 is plus 4. Don't forget, we've got to change our signs. So the negative 2x changes to plus x, and the positive 4 changes to negative 4. At this point, let's go ahead and add. And the 2x's cancel, and we have negative 6. So we're out of terms to keep bringing down, and that's how you know you're done, is when you're out of terms that you can bring down. And our answer to this problem is x squared minus 3x minus 2 minus 6 over x minus 2. Okay, one last example for us to do together, and this one has something a little extra in it. If you look at your numerator, 2x to the third plus x minus 3, and if you notice, there is no x squared term. When you're doing polynomial long division, you have to have every single term from the highest power down to the constant represented. If you don't, this isn't going to work. So as a result, what we're going to have to do is put a 0 in the x squared place. And so you're actually just going to do this. Put 0x squared right in the x squared place. And as long as you do that, everything else should work fine. So once again, we're going to look at the x that we started with and the 2x to the third. And what do we need to multiply x by to get 2x to the third? And the answer to that is 2x squared. So we're going to write that up at the top. And we're going to take that 2x squared and multiply it by the x plus 2 using distribution. So 2x squared times x gives us 2x to the third power. 2x squared times 2 gives us plus 4x squared. Don't forget, change your signs. Go ahead and add. Your first column is going to cancel, and I have negative 4x squared, and bring down my next term of plus x. So go ahead, and we need to take a look at the x that we started with, this guy right here. Whoops, let me turn my highlighter on. This guy, and take a look at this guy. What do we need to multiply that x by to get negative 4x squared? How about minus 4x? So up at the top, minus 4x. Go ahead and distribute negative 4x to the x plus 2. So negative 4x times x is negative 4x squared. And negative 4x times 2 is negative 8x. Don't forget, got to change the signs. So plus and plus. And that first column is going to cancel out. And I've got x plus 8x gives me 9x. Bring down the minus 3. So last thing, let's go ahead and take a look at that initial x that we started with. And now look at our 9x. What do we need to multiply x by to get a 9x? The answer to that is plus 9. So up here, plus 9, go ahead and distribute it to the x plus 2. Put your answer right here. So would you agree this would be 9x plus 18? And next thing we want to do, change those signs. And if you notice, every time I do this, I keep changing to a pink pen to change my signs. I do recommend it just because it gets messy so you don't lose a sign anywhere because it'll train wreck your entire problem. So let's go ahead and add. And -3 and -18 gives us -21. I know all our problems today gave us negative remainders. You are just as likely to get a positive remainder. So either way. And our answer is 2x squared minus 4x plus 9 minus 21 divided by x plus 2.